Right, stop scrolling, because this is one of those moments where years later people are gonna go and say this right here is when things started getting weird. You see, London the other day, people were fighting in the streets. Police, they were rushing in, doing what they do, and just stand there doing nothing. And right in the middle of it, I saw YPG militia flags. Not culture, charity, not protest signs, militia flags. And the second I saw that, the question wasn't who started this. The question was, how does a foreign armed group end up expressing itself violently on British streets? Because that, my friends, doesn't happen by accident. So let's slow this down. The YPG, they're not a debate club. They're not an NGO. They are an armed wing of a political movement that fights in wars. That's a fact. And that movement is directly tied historically, ideologically, and organisationally to the PKK. And guess what? The PKK is banned in the UK. That matters a lot. British law is very, very clear. You do not support, promote or assist groups linked to banned terrorist organisations. So the moment I saw YPG linked violence here, something has already gone badly wrong. Now, here's the first dot people refuse to connect. These people, they weren't just holding up flags and singing songs, they were fighting. And that to me is a red line. The second political expression turns violent, the state is supposed to step in hard, not negotiate, not observe, not manage optics, but to enforce. And when that doesn't happen, every other group watching learns something. And trust me, everyone is watching. Rival groups, foreign government, far left activists, militant networks. They're all asking the same question. How much can we get away with in London? And yesterday, the answer was more than anyone should be able to. Now, here's where the story actually begins, because London isn't the cause here. London is only the symptom. Let's rewind a little bit. All of this started in Syria. Right now, the YPG is under pressure. It's under real pressure because Turkey has been tightening the noose for years. The Syrian state, the new Syrian state, is asserting control. Power is shifting. Deals are being made in smoky rooms and territory is being absorbed. And when armed groups start losing leverage on the ground, they look for leverage off of it. And this is where people get naive because they just think war is bullets and bombs. Well, it isn't. War is pressure, visibility, narratives, chaos, and projecting strength abroad is all part of that. So now ask yourself something. Why London, Dan? Why not some random town? Well, I'll tell you, London is symbolic, it's global, and it's politically sensitive. And let's be honest, it's weakly enforced. So if you want to grab attention, leverage, and media coverage without any type of immediate consequences, then London is perfect. That's not conspiracy. That is me looking at pattern recognition. Now let's connect this dot carefully, because when a militia-linked movement can mobilise people, can clash violently on the streets and wave symbols, and also walk away without any consequences, that sends a message back home. It's not to us, it's to them. It says that we matter. We can still cause problems even in the West. That is pure power signalling. And here's where the UK becomes a national problem, not a foreign one. Once you allow these foreign conflicts to express themselves the way they did violently, you have set a precedent. You have told every other imported grievance that there is a space for you. Here's a door, come in. Now let's just stack up all the pressure groups. You got Middle East tension, you got Iran, you got Israel, you got Syria, Turkey, Gaza, Lebanon. It goes on and on. These are not abstract issues anymore. They're live wires. The government's first duty is protecting its citizens, then protecting the streets, then is protecting order. Because without any type of order, nothing else works. Not humanitarianism, not safety, not trust. And when the public sees violence being treated softly by one group of people because of politics, they don't become tolerant. They become angry. And that anger doesn't disappear. It waits. It simmers under the surface. And here's the final dot I want you all to connect, because this one is the one that people avoid. This won't stay symbolic. Once violence is normalized as this expression, then escalation is inevitable. Today it's fists, tomorrow it's weapons, then you're going to get revenge. That is how every imported conflict behaves once you give it enough space. Yesterday wasn't just a clash, it was a test of policing, of political will, and whether Britain actually draws any line. And right now that test has failed, because a country that cannot say your wars do not belong here is a country that will eventually host the consequences that no one ever voted for. And I want to finish with this, and I want everyone to listen very, very carefully. Your war stays there, your militias stay there, and your street battles stay there, because the moment Britain accepts this as normal, it stops being a country with laws and starts being a stage for other people's conflicts. And history is very clear about what happens next. Now, before I go, I want to give you a bit of good news. What happens next for us, the Patriots? First, I'm going to direct you to ukip.org. Look through the website, and if you agree with at least 75% of that, which I know you will do, then join up as a member. Help us be the party that will stop these types of things from happening. The party that will secure our borders, that will secure our culture, that will make sure that if these people who want foreign conflicts on our street, if they step on the street, they go home. We are the party of mass deportations. We are the party of law and order. We are the party that will get this done. We do not bow to globalists like Nigel Farage over in the World Economic Forum. We don't import all of these failed MPs like Reform. We are not a new party like Advance UK. We have been here for 30 or more years. We helped campaign to save the pound. We helped campaign to bring a Brexit referendum on us. And we won on both occasions. Now, this is the third and hopefully final time that Patriots are going to need UKIP's help. But for us to help this country, we are going to need your help too. So please, take a bit of time out and look at ukip.org. And tell them Danny sent you. And again, I'm not associated with UKIP. I am just a member who's passionate. But if you did like this video, please do me a personal favour. And that's like it, that's share it. And do you know what? You can comment below. You can comment and say, should we accept these foreign conflicts on the streets of the UK whilst Patriots, we are not allowed to, well, we're told we're not allowed to protest ourselves. Is that acceptable, or is that another two-tier government? Let me know in the comments. If there's a hype button there, please just go and smash it, send it to your friends, do all the good stuff, and I will be seeing you later. Take care, God bless, and thank you for watching.
So here's to the ones who won't back down, still in their spine and are beating downtown. If your heart still beats for this old home soil, then you're my people in this loyal coil. No more masks, no more stage duration, no more bought and paid for stations. If you're done with scripted conversation, step into the unfiltered nation. Take a seat, switch on, feel the elevation. Real talk, real grit, no fabrication. You crossed the line, there's no more waiting. Welcome to the unfiltered nation.
See what's going to happen now is the left and all the mainstream medias, they are going to incorrectly call this hate speech. So they want to play that game with me. Okay, good. I'm going to play it because yes, I hate evil. I hate paedophiles. I hate cowards who trade girls for votes. I hate lies disguised as tolerance. I hate the wolves in the suits, and I hate the silence in power. And if you don't hate this too, then you're part of the problem. So this will be a righteous hate. It's what built empires, and it's what defends the innocents. And to those over there watching in Parliament in Westminster, let me remind you this. You knew. and you let it happen anyway. And now the people know too!